Alright, folks, hello and welcome back to another week here on the Search Marketing Update, lovingly known as the hold on. That's right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another week here on the SMOO, your favorite source for all things search marketing. Not a thing? No, not a thing. I've also been told I've got a great face for radio. Totally different thing. And before we get going, be sure to subscribe, you know what I mean? Keep coming back every week, because I'm not going to keep doing this unless you come back. I mean you. Like, really, if you don't come back, that's it, I'm shutting it down. So go ahead, I'm just going to wait.
Just what do you think you're doing, Dave?
Are you done? We're good? Alright, well, let's get going. And well, as you can see, this week's show is brought to you by SEMrush, absolutely the best search marketing tool set that has sent me some swag. Okay, they're the only one, but so it's a short list, but still, it's true. Alright, well, whatever. Get things started this week. A while back, I guess it was September or so. I'm not sure. I probably do know somehow here. Google was talking about the fact that they're changing how the Nofollow works, that you can have UGC, and that, more importantly, they might be taking some existing Nofollows and using them as a hint towards a ranking factor or something along those lines. As with all things Google, we never goddamn know if they have or what they're doing with it, but it's a thing, or potentially a thing. I think it was March this year is when they're supposed to be doing that. So anyways, there was some chatter going on this week as far as somebody had quoted Gary Elias over at SMX that the team was still working on it, to which, of course, Danny came along and said, well, no. And said that apparently Gary was incorrect or somebody had misquoted him. It's really hard to say. Anyways, it was back in September. There you go, September 10th. See, I knew that. That they were talking about this, and some things were implemented at the time, some weren't. Moz had a little bit of a graphic over there as of March 1st, 2020, that it will be used as a hint not only for crawling and ranking, but for indexing, but for ranking as well. Who knows? You know, folks, this is the land of Google. We don't know anything that's real or not. And again, Gary, in update number 2, again from Search Engine Roundtable, a little credit over to Barry, was responding back to all this week and saying that since the announcement, but, you know, this is the land of Google, and we never know anything. That's why I hate names like Medic and shit like that. Stop doing that. Stop naming. Just stop. Wow, what's actually going on? We don't know, but it's just a reminder for those of you who have not been paying attention to that. It's also a reminder that even the many heads at Google don't seem to know what they're doing, and one says another, and it's fuck it. Alright, well, next, people were seeing some different results or different displays from Google. Could be a test. Probably not a bug. I don't see that, but obviously they're up to something, and we'll see if it continues. As usual with these things, they don't tend to really come out in a full-fledged form. They just fuck around with shit, and, so it is what it is. Alright, so let's have a look. So as we can see here, it's sort of an expanded sort of knowledge graph listing. Obviously the icons are gone on search again these days, but it's a interesting little one. SEMrush. Great tool set, by the way, was one of the people who was showing some different screenshots and things that they were finding out there. Here's another tweet from them. Again, the link will be down below if you want to go and see the GIF that they posted of it. It's different. Again, people will be losing their shit with all the things we've been seeing lately if this actually sticks around.
What we've got here is failure to communicate.
It's different, it's weird, and people will be shitting themselves, of course, if it sticks around. But, I think that's kind of Google's goal, at least according to SEOs, is that they're sitting around to fuck with us. They're not really, they're just here to make money. They don't care about you. Hey, there'll be a link below. Go check it out yourself, and let me know what you think. Moving along. And where would we be in another week without people dropping their favorite words? Like Bert's the new one. Used to be rank brain and hummingbirds and all kinds of shit before that.
We've now reached our cruising altitude. If you look out the window, you'll see the Rocky Mountains. We have to get out of here!
So, yeah, we got the Bert back in the news because the Bert. God, I hate that so much. But it seems Google will be offering courses in optimizing for Bert. It's a thing. It's not really a thing, is it? It's not, is it? Could be. I don't know. I wasn't there. So, yeah, Google says that they'll be offering a curriculum to be optimizing for Bert. Yeah, okay. So, yeah, when I saw this, I was a little freaked out too. And, well, as it turns out, it's not really a thing. It was just, you can't optimize for Bert. And it was, once again, Gary Elias. I fucking know how to pronounce that. And, well, it turns out that, just to clarify, it was just him making a joke. We don't need jokes, Gary. We have enough problems figuring out what to believe from you guys.
Now, exactly how much pot did you smoke?
End of the day, isn't that really the story here? Is just don't listen to them, because if this isn't Matt Cutts days, Gary's taking the piss with us at SMX, and you're all gonna believe that. Then maybe you should just stop listening. You know what I mean? Like, just stop. It's not worth it. All right. Well, this is a bit of a quick one, more of a ode to see you later. Turns out that SEMPO is gone, absorbed and shuttered and taken away. What can we say? Those of you who didn't know, SEMPO was a really nice effort, something that, I really would have liked to believe in at the time, but unfortunately, this SEO thing of ours, or search marketing world in general, doesn't like to agree on anything, you know what I mean? I can't tell you how many times over the years people talking about standardized standards and qualifications and certifications, and never fucking went anywhere, man. It's unfortunate. But again, this is a bit of an art form of ours. We all do things a little bit different. It's kind of hard to get your head around that, and for sure, we never agree on anything. But to all the folks that worked really hard over there over the years, thank you for all your time and efforts, and we'll miss you. And good luck with everything in the future. But goodbye, old SEMPO. It was a pleasure knowing you. Hey, let's get going. So up next, one of my favorite parts of the world is taking the piss, and well, there's no shortage of crap out in this industry each week that makes you shake your head and give it a little spin. So we got to kind of keep an eye on this stuff. So So it turns out the URL length is not a ranking factor. Not even sure why someone asked this one, because really, that doesn't even make much sense. So just don't. But who knows? Maybe they're just lying to us. Maybe it is. Maybe it's bigger than links. We just don't know, and that's why they won't tell us. No, I'm fucking kidding. It's not. All right, another fun bits from the week was Moz. All the love to Cirrus and everyone over at the Moz, but I'm not a fucking fan whenever someone starts talking about DA and PA and all this crap. It's a third-party metric, people. It's great for a little bit of insight, but it's not really what's going on. What really kind of bothered me on this one was the fact that, they put the word PageRank right beside it. Really, we're going to relate PageRank to DA now, like they're synonymous. No. Not fucking going there. And I guess the last one here today is going to be, there's no need to preemptively disavow stuff. Do you have a time machine? Well, I'm kidding. But it turns out that there's lists of crappy sites out there that people are actually stuffing into their disavow tool in Google Search Console, and that's just kind of ridiculous. I have no idea what to say to that. Someone actually, I don't think I'd want to be John Mueller sometimes with some of the questions that come out there. They obviously should have asked Gary Elias, because he probably would have had some joke about it being, it's definitely a thing to do.
Pow!
Oh, I don't know. Anyway, so there's some of your fun for the week. It was kind of strange, and I like those. They're fun. And what else? Oh, social. I love the social wanderings and meanderings. I know quite a few of us are out there trying to put out fires every week, so there's all kinds of fun. And this week was, speaking of time machines. Oh, hold on. Let's go back in time first. Ready? There you go. Yep. It's the 90s again, folks, and, well, some of these questions had me kind of feeling like it was, so let's take a look. And our first one was a question about directory submissions. Yeah. SEOing like it's 2005.
You serious?
And the person was asking how to figure out if they're approved or not. I would think so many of these are probably dead on these lists. My God, but why are you doing this? And more importantly, I hope it's not clients that you're doing this for. That's kind of a little out to lunch, so just stop. Then someone else was asking about hidden text. Ah, yes, another tried and true one. Does that have any impact on the SEO of a website? Well, it certainly could. It certainly could, but probably not in the way you would like it to. And, of course, another one. We went last week, I was talking about the whole free audit thing.
You keep using the word. I don't think it means what you think it means.
Yeah, I know that you're probably doing it to try and qualify yourself with, sales with a client, of showing some of your insight, but you're not really doing an audit, okay? Don't want an audit. What you're doing is just basically plugging into a tool. SEMrush, great tool, use it! And they're just plugging in a domain to a report, spitting out a PDF and sending it over to someone. That is not an audit. That is definitely not an audit. And speaking of audit tools, someone also asked that. And what's the best tool? Your brain. This thing. Right here. Audit tool. I'm going to get a tattoo on my forehead that says that. Audit. No, audit tool. No, because then I'm a tool. Well, I probably am anyways. Whatever. Anyways, so no. The free audits are not actually a thing. And what you're doing is not really an audit. You're just spitting out a report for free. Why? Why does this keep coming back? I don't know. The next part is what we lovingly call we. I keep doing that. There's really no one here. It's just me and the animals and my dog. Really, this is what we're doing. Hi. Hello, people. Look, it's a dog. For starters, turns out the crazy people over at the Canadian Search Awards, the inaugural, I don't think we've had one in Canada before, but the crazy lunatics over there decided to make yours truly a judge.
I'm the king of the world!
For those of you who might be entering, send beer, t-shirts, whatever you got lined up. Money, cash is good. I am kind of hoping that no one from there actually watches this show, because I'm kidding. I really, I am not for sale. I am for rent. If you need like an audit or an audit tool, I'm for rent. And over on the Wellspring Search blog, some friends of mine, Carl and Company, that I've been writing for lately, I decided to get into some query classification and rewrites and things of that nature. Interestingly enough, it's kind of one of those areas again that I haven't dug into since 2014 or so. And it was a nice little journey to see some stuff as far as vectors and entities and other things being mentioned these days beyond the old traditional navigational, informational, and transactional type searches at the kinds of classifications we used to all know and love back in the day. So that was kind of fun. There's a link again. All these stories are linked up down in the description here. Go give it a read. Learn a little bit about how a search engine works, maybe. That'd be kind of fun. That you wouldn't have to ask questions like, is URL length a ranking factor? You might, Go and educate yourself. And there we have it for another week. I hope you enjoyed it. That's what I have. It's, again, I'm not really here to educate or really, stuff over serious crap out there. And let's have some fun with it. A couple of interesting stories, a couple of goofy ones, and lots of meandering around. Be sure to subscribe. Catch us on Facebook as well. We got groups there. If we let you in. We're kind of picky about that shit. But be sure to check out the description for all the links for everything. And I hope to see you next week. Share this with all your friends that really have nothing better to do today. And they just want to laugh at an idiot. Or an audit tool. See you next week. Till then, keep kicking ass and taking ranks.